Hello, 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 everyone. What's new, Card Crew? Thank you so much for joining us here on another episode of CGC Cards Card Connection, a weekly live show talking everything new and to do with our favorite hobby. Thank you all for joining me here for episode number 17. Hope you're all having a great start to the week. This is, of course, our second time kicking off with an episode at our new date and start time. So 8 p.m. on Monday evenings, Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's what, 5 Pacific? But yes, we are back again here. I hope everyone has been having, like I said, a great start to the week. Do have some interesting news to discuss and some fun announcements from CGC Cards that I'm excited to share with you all that you might have already heard about through the grapevine or from some official announcements on our website that came up this past week. But I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Let's kick things off with an update for CGC Cards around the world. So here I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know about some of the events that we'll be attending coming up throughout the rest of this month. Here already, I can't believe it's summertime. It's been half the year. June 2024. There's a lot on our slates, and it looks like CGC, we're going to be quite busy here throughout the end of the summer, coming up into a few events I have on the horizon to mention coming up in July. Although I guess summer doesn't quite end until what, end of August officially? I'm not quite sure. I just know in Florida that it is hot 24/7, 365, depending on the year, 366, and some months are hotter than others. Otherwise, it's just generally unpleasant all the time. So it all blends together. Of course, CGC headquarters in Sarasota, Florida. So I do believe most employees that are on site understand what I'm talking about. But we do have Card Party 2 and Heroes Con coming up around the corner, and very much so around the corner by the time that we meet again next Monday on the 17th. These events will have already happened. So this upcoming weekend, June 14th through 16th, CGC Cards will be at Card Party 2 at the Hilton Orlando in Orlando, Florida, and we'll be offering on-site grading at that event for CGC Cards. Now, of course, you can still drop off other CGC gradable collectibles like comics, video games, and home videos, but only the cards will be graded on site. And I'm excited to see what cool stuff comes from that show. A lot of TCGs, a lot of Pokemon cards. I do believe it should be primarily Pokemon focused, but excited to see what pictures from the event, what recap our social media team is able to post over the weekend from being at the card party. And excited to see what you all react to at that show. Same weekend, though, Heroes Con will also have on-site grading, but for comics. That'll be the comic team over at Heroes Con at the Charlotte Convention Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. Also, June 14th through 16th. So this upcoming Friday through Saturday, Heroes Con and Card Party 2. So you can drop off all CGC graded eligible graded collectibles at those events. So comics, cards, video games, and home videos. Cards on site at Card Party, which makes sense. And Heroes Con, more of a comic show. Comics are going to be graded on site there. If you'd like to learn more about those respective shows, go ahead and use Command Card Party or Command Heroes in chat. Can someone test out to make sure that bot's working tonight? It's been giving me some difficulty as of late. But while I wait for that 15-second YouTube delay, go ahead and talk about Too Many Games, a video game show coming up at the end of June. So June 28th through June 30th here in 2024 at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks, Pennsylvania. CGC will be accepting comics, cards, video game, and home video drop-off submissions at the Too Many Games show. So use command Too Many Games to learn more about that. That'll be taking place in Pennsylvania, June 28th through the 30th. Same weekend as some overseas shows as well. So CGC Cards UK, I believe, will be attending Magic Con Amsterdam. That is a Magic the Gathering event. Excited to see what happens there. I went to some Magic events last year. Did get to attend Command Fest in Orlando and see some of the really cool prize cards you can get for participating in the events and side events there. So I'm excited to see pictures from that in particular. That is taking place in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, June 28th through June 30th, and just taking cards drop-off submissions there. Magic Con is the command for that event if you are overseas and would like to learn more. And then Dokumi in Germany, they'll be taking at the Trade Fair Dusseldorf, Germany. And Llama Cards will be accepting card drop-off submissions, so just cards in these European events, so Dokumi Germany and Magicom Amsterdam. You can drop off cards there for our UK friends and European friends to go ahead and attend those events. On the horizon in July coming up, we'll start talking about those next week. We have Classic Games Fest, San Diego Comic-Con, and the National Sports Collectors Convention, which crazy for people that enjoy comics and cards. San Diego Comic-Con and the National are taking place the same weekend, same exact dates this year. So definitely going to be a lot of hobby news for cardboard enthusiasts of the book variety and the portable variety. I guess books are portable too. You guys know what I'm trying to say, but yes, looking forward to seeing what information we get out of there. Usually we get some cool announcements at the National, some exclusive products, and also last year with San Diego Comic-Con, Upper Deck did also release the Funko Marvel card, so sometimes we get new card products at Comic-Con that are beyond just promos as well. So looking forward to seeing a lot of fun news coming out from those shows at the end of July. But that's, like I said, that's on the horizon. Moving into some big announcements, CGC news and announcements. CGC Cards has updated some of their prices as of June 6th. So as of last Wednesday, let me check the calendar. As of last Thursday, these prices are now applicable. I even have a fancy little graphic for you guys. Woo! Look at that. The most affordable card grading service, CGC Cards. So the price of bulk submissions as well as economy submissions, those are the longest turnaround times. So not the express drop-offs, but for bulk and economy, prices have both been reduced. Bulk went from $12 to now $11 a card, and economy from $15 a card to $14 a card. So we are now offering our expert authentication and grading services at even more affordable prices with lower fees for these tier submissions. So for bulk, which requires a 25 card minimum submission, reduced to 11 per card, and also the maximum value you can submit under the bulk tier has increased from $250 to $1,000. So we've seen a lot of complaints on, social media, a lot of places, you submit a card, you want to, just get something preserved for your collection, or you just want to try out grading, you think it'd be fun, and you send it in, you think you got everything covered, and then you get upcharged because your card was too fancy to submit at the tier that you submitted. So now the maximum value for bulk has been increased, so up to $1,000 on that. If you want to submit a bunch of, Lorcana Enchanteds in bulk, you have 25 or Enchanteds. I don't know how you would manage that, but if you want to, that would be fine for bulk. Right now, price limit is $1,000 a card. And the economy tier has been reduced from $15 to $14 a card. I see AKA Galar1 asking about membership discounts. And yes, all submitters can take advantage of the new reduced prices, and paid members also receive additional savings. So CGC membership can be free. You can have the completely free membership. It just has your account, so you can submit to CGC Cards. But you can also have an associate's membership or a premium membership, which does include some extra bonuses like grading credits and discounts. So 10% off of these fees for associate members and premium members, and then for elite members is 20% off of grading. So I believe premium membership may only be a tier for comics. I will have to check on that, but I know for associate members and elite members, so it's that 10% off that price. So 10% off of $11 a bulk card, and 20% off, so on and so forth for those members. So yes, your membership discounts do apply on those, an extra 10% or an extra 20% off of the new reduced prices. So extra savings if you all are CGC Cards members. And then I want to get into a reminder on one of the announcements from last week that I touched upon, the Joe Jusco Signature Series private signing event with the CGC Signature Series team. So Joe Jusco will be signing both comic books and trading cards featuring his arts, and those items that once they are sent in and went through the process and get their signature through the Signature Series events will be encapsulated with the distinctive Signature Series yellow label. So accepting cards and comic send-ins for this event through Tuesday, July 23rd. So you need to make sure that anything you're sending in for this private signing must be received by Tuesday, July 23rd. If you'd like to learn more about this event, more about the pricings and timelines for it, go ahead and use command signature series in chat. So yes, did mention that it was announced a few weeks prior to the start of Card Connection last week with episode 16. We went on a little bit of a break, but I want to repeat that since I know a lot of people come in and still watch these shows on the replay as well. So you have until Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024 to submit for this signature series private signing and have your items received by then. Unfortunately, if they arrive late, I do believe they are just returned to you. But yes, learn more by using command signature series. Alrighty, so those were some fun updates. Very excited to see the new pricing rollouts. I know that the events team is probably having to manage a lot of new signage, but it's a good problem to have to be able to pass along the savings to all of you who are submitting. And I also am a big fan as well as the maximum value increase on the bulk tier. I think that'll be very nice for a lot of people. But yes, so covering that, getting into some more hobby news. We had an interesting announcement from Panini last week we touched upon with the new international products. Don't have any new updates on that, but do have a different update from Panini actually coming from the presses today on June 10th. So today, Panini announced an exclusive multi-year agreement covering collectible trading cards, autographed memorabilia, autographed game gear, magazines, books, and digital collectibles with Jannik Sinner, the first Italian player to be #1 in the ATP World Rankings. So according to their blog post, this is just the beginning of an extensive release plan of initiatives for 2024 and throughout the multi-year partnership. So it looks like Panini getting in on some Italian tennis. Curious as to what will come of that. What products, right, in collectible trading cards, what products outside of Panini Instant, kind of like a Topps now, but for Panini. Panini Instant already announced some cards of Mr. Sinner, but curious what else we may be seeing. If this hints towards anything in the future, I'll keep this in my regular search to see what else may be coming out of Panini news-wise for all of you. Then getting into some sports news that is not tennis related, we have the hockey finals going on right now and the basketball NBA finals. So Stanley Cup finals, it's actually game 2 going on right at this moment. Puck drop was supposed to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know exactly how far along they've gotten into that or if the game's even started just quite yet. But Panthers currently having a 1-0 lead in the series of the Oilers with, game 2 taking place right now in Sunrise, Florida. And then NBA Finals, Boston looking really strong against the Dallas Mavericks. Game 2 and Game 1, both dominant performances by the Celtics. So they are up currently in the series with a 2-0 lead. So next game going to Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, June 12th, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So some big finals going on right now. We'll be keeping close tabs on both of those. I'm a big hockey fan myself, and some of the highlights, especially out of the NBA games, has been really fun to check out. So really curious to see what's going to be happening in those dominant performances from both the Panthers and the Celtics. Would be crazy if we have 2 sweeps in the same year. Last week I had a poll running for who you would pick between the Oilers and Panthers. I do think most people are picking Oilers, but we'll see. I have been rooting against the Panthers personally as a salty Tampa Bay fan. The entire playoffs, I believe in Bobrovsky. He is locked in. I think we're going to see another Florida Cup here this year. Alrighty, some cool news that caught my radar, went a little bit viral, but last Thursday, June 6th, the U.S. men's national cricket team won against Pakistan during a surprisingly close T20 World Cup match that went into some overtime. So cricket fans around the world are, according to some articles I read, calling this one of the biggest upsets in the history of the sport. So this is the first time the U.S. has ever participated in the Cricket World Cup. It started, I believe, in 2009, and the U.S. is only in the events because they are actually co-hosting the event along with the West Indies. So they got an automatic spots in the T20 World Cup here for cricket, and they did defeat Pakistan, a major player for cricket worldwide. So that was pretty crazy to see. Going to be following, giving you all some more update on the U.S. men's national cricket team coming over the next couple weeks, since it is, you know, the event's still going on, still having a lot of games to come. Wishing them the best of luck as they continue. Fun fact about the cricket team is a lot of the players, you know, it's just they play for fun. It's not their full-time job for the U.S. men's team. So that would be super cool to see them go as far as they possibly can. So best of luck, rooting for them. Hoping to see what the tournament, you know, how that ends up. Really curious to see how that goes. But alrighty. Talking new releases this week, we've had some adjustments. So last week, we were supposed to be seeing Topps G League Basketball on Friday, the 7th. That has been pushed to this upcoming Wednesday. So we may be seeing that on Wednesday. I'm not sure if it'll get delayed again. But another big release from Topps for this Wednesday is, I think, everyone's favorites, Flagship Baseball. So we're getting Series 2 on Wednesday, which means I feel like you all should expect to see some Flagship Baseball next Monday for our fun product openings of the show. But yes, so Topps G League Basketball, Topps Series 2 Baseball releasing on Wednesday, and then some notable full releases for Friday the 14th. We have Magic the Gathering Modern Horizons 3, which actually did have pre-release this past weekend, so I went to my local Play Store and got some products a little early to share with you all here today. And the 2023-24 Donruss Optic Basketball. So curious to see if I might be able to get my hands on, I don't know, a blaster box or something, some sort of retail product to check out with you all. Super pricey, though, on... You know, I was considering getting an Optic Blaster football, since 2023 Optic Football is actually out for blasters, but not for hobby boxes just quite yet. That comes out, I believe, later this month or early next month. Yeah, they're so expensive, especially if you can't find them. You know, and you're looking online or going to other shops. Hard to find. I opted to go for some more Modern Horizons. One collector booster and the bundle. But yeah, and the notable releases from last week included 2023 Upper Deck Marvel Flare. Fortunately, wasn't able to get my hands on any of that for you all here today, but that looked like a lot of fun. And as well, Obsidian Basketball. Seen a lot of waves made in the hobby. One of the Wemby 101s already pulled. I believe out of first off the line. So that's a really big deal. Curious what that card will end up doing. But yeah, fun release week behind us. Fun release week. Super excited to check out Topps Series 2, in which you can also pull Victor Wembanyama autographs. Curious to see and check out some of those cards with you all next Monday for episode 18. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Already talking about opening up Topps Series 2 Baseball next week, when we have some very fun items to get on into here right now. DJ Creeperman is excited about on-site grading at Card Party. Me too. I wish I was able to go. You know, if I was still in Florida, definitely I would pop up for the weekend, but not super easy to make my way down to Orlando anymore. Enjoy the show. Those of you that are attending, make sure you go say hi to the CGC team on site. Even if you're not dropping anything off, come visit, come say hi, come participate in whatever social media games we've got going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then come back here and tell me about your experience next Monday. We'll talk about it. But speaking of talking about it, chat, what should we talk about first? Should we get on into this collector booster or this bundle box? This is an incredibly big release from Magic the Gathering. Very powerful sets. Also very expensive, which is why we don't have a full collector booster box. I remember we got to open up a full box of Lost Caverns of Ixalan on our first show here for Card Connection episode 1 back in the day, but opted to go for just one collector booster and a whole 9-pack bundle box. Check out all those accessories. I see vote for pack first. We want to see the shiny 15 cards. This is what, if you grab a pack out of a box, this is what it looks like. If you see a collector booster pack for sale in retail, it does have a different packaging. It has like a giant box that I would say is a little larger than this. And Just has the one pack in it though, so don't be deceived by the size of the packaging. But looks like I have a vote to save collector pack till the end. Everyone else wants to get into the collector booster. We all want to see if we can get some serial numbered cards and what awesome art we can find. A lot of great reprints and a lot of great new cards in Modern Horizons 3. So excited to see, since you all voted for the pack here, what we can find. All right, chat. So 15 cards inside of a collector booster. Would be absolutely amazing to see a serial numbered card. That would be probably our most fun giveaway we've ever done. But alrighty. Look at all this beautiful cardboard coming up. Let me make sure I'm zoomed in enough right for you. But alrighty. So collector booster packs. Big old pile of shiny cardboard. You'll get a couple of commons in foil, a couple of uncommons in foil. Every single collector booster pack of Modern Horizons 3 does come with one of the full art basics in foil. I love that. Love to see it. Then you have some retro frame cards, Aether Spike common, Hard Evidence common foil. I like the little crab on this art here. Chthonian Nightmare is a foil rare for us. We have Santia Aetherflux Genius, extended art foil mythic. Disruptor Flute, extended art rare. We have a retro frame, black card. Toxic Deluge, I'm gonna guess. Yep, Toxic Deluge. Rare, and foil extended arts. Crabomination! Crab Demon! We've had some crab cards in this pack here. Alright, not necessarily what we were hoping for. I was hoping we'd find like an Ulamog numbered card or something like that. But I like it. Crabomination. Fun. So this card here, let's see. Let's evaluate its power. I'm not familiar with this card. It costs 6, 2 black, 4 colorless. Emerge from artifact, 5 colorless, 2 black. All right, I'm not familiar with that effect. I'll have to do some research. It's a 5/5. It says when Crabomination enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles the top card of their library, a card at random from their graveyard, and a card at random from their hands. You may cast a spell from among cards exiled this way without paying its mana cost. This sounds like it could be fun. I don't think this is a particularly good card, but it sounds trolly and I like it. High cost, but and right, you get to cast one of the cards that they exile in that way for free, but there's no guarantee that it's going to necessarily work well with your deck. Right? You don't know if it's going to synergize well. You don't know if it actually will be a good effect for you. It could be something that's net negative for you. Like if they're playing, I don't know, mill, and you're trying really hard not to mill yourself, and then you mill yourself because you cast one of their cards that mills. I mean, you can choose which one, right? It says you may. You don't have to, but doesn't seem very good, but perhaps I'm incorrect. Let me know, chat, what you think. I think that could definitely be fun in the right deck, something kind of trolly. Maybe something that would be good in Commander? Potentially? I don't know. I also want to know what Emerge from Artifact is. He's a crab demon and he looks cool and his name's Crabomination. I like it. I like the flavor. Alright, went ahead and sleeved up some of the more fun cards out of the pack. Not the best pack here. That's how the game goes. That's how pack opening goes. But hopefully we can show off some more crazy cards, or actually some crazy cards in general from the bundle here. I do have 9 play boosters. I haven't opened up too many play boosters since Magic the Gathering changed their sealed products. So we no longer have a draft booster or a set booster. They've been combined into play boosters. Set booster packs are made for people that like to collect the sets, that are just really ripping to sell singles, deck builds. You can get more rares per pack in a set booster. However, you couldn't play any sealed formats with them because it had an amalgamation of cards in it. You didn't have the same kinds of patterns in the pack to be able to have a good sealed format. So play boosters are, I would say, are more so draft boosters with some elements of sets, and that you can get multiple rares, and you do get that guaranteed foil per pack. So seems like a lot of TCGs are also moving towards having a foil per pack. Pokemon now has a holo rare in every one. Lorcana has some sort of foil in each and every pack. Magic now with the play boosters having a foil in each pack, right? So let's go ahead and open this on up, unless my brain is absolutely fried, and I am soon to be corrected. Let's see. Merchant Artifact means you sacrifice an artifact, reduce the cost. Oh, okay, by the cost of the artifact. I see. I see. Are you really playing an artifact black deck, though? Alrighty. Some of our key characters from Modern Horizons 3, Ajani, Tamio, Sorin, Ral, and Grist. Got a little poster here. That's cute. I'll put that in my work office. Tape it to the window like my Jurassic Park one. Each bundle does come with a box, a storage box for you to put your cards in. 9 booster packs of play boosters. Some accessories you may want. You can use these as dividers for your box. Planeswalker symbol to denote whether an ability has been used per turn, and some other tokens to denote effects, +1s, etc. while playing the game. So useful for getting started, although I would not recommend Modern Horizon 3 as a starter product. If you are new to the game, this is probably not where you want to start. However, if you're just looking for some fun accessories, unlike a Pokemon Elite Trainer box, which comes with sleeves, there's no sleeves in here, but you get this really cool looking spin down. I love this one. This is probably my favorite oversized spin down that Magic has made. I love the color scheme, and was also partially influential as to why I went with a bundle over an assortment of loose packs. So, but this is a D20 shaped item, but it is a spin down. This is not a random pattern. You can roll it and know exactly where you're going to get based on how it rolls. So you cannot use this for playing Dungeons and Dragons or any real random thing. This is not a real D20. Don't let people fool you by rolling one of these. They just look cool, and they are good for gameplay, life counting, etc. But do not use them for actual randomization. Do you know if there are any exclusive cards only in play boosters? So you can pull list cards in here. So one thing that set boosters introduced is having cards with a little Planeswalker stamp that were looking like their original printings, but were not the original cards. That little Planeswalker stamp in the bottom left-hand corner of the card did denote that it was a card off of the list, which is an ever-growing list of cards that are being put into set boosters previously, and you can also pull them in play boosters. I imagine we'll see a list card here. Hopefully we do, so I can show that to you a little bit better. You also get some land packs here, including an alternate art promo inside these. They're kind of like parchment paper packs that are now used in the bundles. But Power Balance is the alt art promo of the Modern Horizons 3 bundle, and you do get 1 pack of foil lands and 1 pack of non-foils. These are so cool. So you do get 1 of each of the full arts and then some regular. Ooh, that's a very pretty island there. What skull is that? You know what? That's a question I don't think we'll be able to answer. But very, very cool cards. I could just stare at Magic art all day, to be honest. Go ahead and open this up as well. These are the non-foils, as well as a blocking, some guides here. These used to be loose in the bundle. Interesting, now they are included in the land pack. How to cast spells, turns, general flow. Like I said, this product kind of cosplays as a beginner product, but bundles kind of cosplay as like a beginner-friendly thing. Modern Horizons 3 is not beginner-friendly. Not beginner-friendly. But yeah, list cards still in play boosters. I've seen a few of them. But alrighty, here we go. Pack number 1. Didn't do too well on the collector booster. Let's have a redeeming 9 packs here. And also, you can sometimes find the art cards in the play boosters as well. I really do think the play boosters are a good mix of draft boosters and set boosters. First time I opened up play boosters was with the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I do think they actually did a really good job. I do think Wizards of the Coast did a really good job blending them. Alrighty, let's see. We have Eldrazi Line Breakers, their first rare, Corrupted Shapeshifter. We also got a foil basic, any double-sided token, or any flip cards you may need to write. Alrighty, a lot of commons so far in pack number 2. Let's see. We have Flare of Duplication, rare, not bad. Hunger Tide Rises, foil, and a cat token. Meow. We have our first art card in the pack. I will say I do miss having an art card in each pack. That is something I really enjoyed about set boosters, especially in Modern Horizons. Because Modern Horizons 1 is what introduced art cards to Magic the Gathering paper products. They're not usable cards, they're just like collector's items. Ooh, Phyrexian Tower Mythic, nice. Ulamog, the Defiler. Alright, this pack is actually better than our entire collector booster pack. Colossal Dreadmask foil. Foil basic too. And ooh, art stamped card. That is by Mark Poole, Ugin's Binding. So, foil stamped autograph. This is a facsimile. It's not hand signed by Mark Poole. It is his signature printed on, though. So, this is what his signature looks like. If you were to catch him and have him sign a card for you and it comes out perfectly, this is what it would look like. But Ugin's Binding. That's cool, but very nice pack there. I'd like to take this time to mention that even though my mom reminded me 17 times today when I went to the card shop that I need to buy top loaders, I did not buy top loaders and instead watched a gentleman, which shout out to him, I watched him open a pack of Pokemon EX Emerald and Pokemon EX Fire Red Leaf Green. You got a foil Mudkip that looked cool, but otherwise nothing to report on those packs. But I witnessed that instead of buying top loaders, because once Pokemon Professor Mike was like, "Hey, Allie, do you want to see someone open up a Pokemon EX Emerald pack?" All other thoughts of mine that were on my head went out the window. But very nice pack here. Ulamog, Phyrexian Tower. I like these foils, so I sleeved it. And the Mark Poole art card. Alright, 2 mythics in this bundle. Very nice. As the kids would say, this is a W bundle. We see W bundle in chat, please. Wooded Foothills is a nice rare. Downer of Truth. Foil. Basic Plains and a Gremlin token. It's not what I would imagine a Gremlin would look like. Interesting take on a Gremlin. It's more so like a realistic Heffalump from Winnie the Pooh. We got some W bundles in chat. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's see what else we got going on in here. Orange Chance, Detectives Phoenix, Primal Prayers, Retro Border, rare, Idol of the False Gods, an Eldrazi Spawn token and an Energy token. Realized I put away my Mythics earlier. It looks a little bit like an anteater. I can see that. I agree. It's got the anteater-esque nose. Crabomination strikes again. Obstinate Gargoyle. I wish that had flavor text. Basic land. And another stamped art card. Alexander Mokov did the art here for Aslask, the Swelling Scourge. One of the new Eldrazi's. That's cool. 2 stamped art cards. Alright, 3 packs left in this bundle. Fledgling Dragon is a little bit of a cutie there. Flare of Cultivation. You need to expand your horizons. Thanks, Flare of Cultivation. Nightshade Dryad. And a non-stamped art card. Their first non-stamped one. Interesting, interesting. The Flare rares are also pretty nice. We did also have a red Flare kicking off the bundle. Flare of Duplication. So some really nice yields in this bundle. But I want to see something extra beautiful. See if we can find an Portrait Showcase Borderless card. Or also a list card. We haven't pulled a list card. Savine's Reclamation is a nice reprint. Guide of Souls. Galvanic Discharge. Okay, so this is what the Portrait Borderless cards look like. This is the art for Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. So I guess I should have been a little more specific in my request. But alright, last pack. Let's see. Cephalid Coliseum is an uncommon. White to the Reliquary. Gift of the Viper. That pack's a punch. The foil glistening. Hold on, let's see if I can isolate it. On the fangs there. Let's see. There we go. Look at the venom coming out of that viper. The Oran mages willingly endure the bites of vipers, believing the snakes will bestow great power upon those who survive. I would not try that personally. Beautiful Magali Villeneuve art there on that angel token. But alrighty, no list cards here. So no list. So this bundle has me second guessing myself as to list cards in play boosters, but I swear that I pulled some before. So I'm going to say that yes, they are possible to pull. We just didn't pull any in the 9 packs, which is a little odd, but such is life. Power Balance, again, is the Altar promo of the bundle. Wooded Foothills is a nice pull. Very strong pack with not only the Phyrexian Tower, but also that Ulamog. Mythic. Flare of Cultivation, Flare of Duplication here as well. So this was a very, very strong bundle. Very, very cool. A lot of gorgeous cards in this set. Love to see it. This Ulamog, let's see. Cost 10. Legendary creature, Eldrazi, is a 7/7. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. Sounds familiar. It has Ward. Sacrifice 2 permanents. Ulamog the Defiler enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile. Ulamog has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. This card is... Okay, I see why this card is $65. Yo. Yo. Oh my goodness, why would you make that? Ooh. Wish I had a top loader. A sweet card for sure, says Ghost. Oh, definitely. Definitely a lovely card. But yes, like I said, bundles really do cosplay as a starter item. It is a great gift set, in my opinion. Modern Horizons 3, I would not recommend to a new player, but sometimes you just want to jump into the deep end. If this spoke to you, it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. That's my review on Modern Horizons 3. Seems fun, although if you are someone that plays Modern, you may disagree with me. From the outsider perspective, this looks like a lot of fun cards in this set. You know, until you're on the receiving end of an Ulamog the Defiler. So, Collector Fit says, ban list! Ghost says, thank you for sharing. Thank you all for watching. That was a lot of fun. We did get some nice pulls. Hoping for a little bit better there out of the collector booster, but you know, this is how packs go. This is how packs go. But we are not done with the show. We are done with the opening. That is all I had for you all here today. Those 2 different items. Next week, we should be looking forward to Top Series 2 Baseball. Excited about that. But one of my favorite segments here coming up next, as much as I enjoy opening packs, I love seeing what you all are looking forward to sharing with everyone. It's the Community Spotlight. It's the Community Spotlight. And I have some beautiful cards to share with you. To have this vintage Pokemon and vintage CGC Blue Label slab as well. I do post weekly for those of you that want to reach out and share something on Card Connection. Then I also go ahead and look on social media and request to use posts of cards that stand out to me. But Pancake Analytics here at Pancake_Analytics on Instagram reached out to me with this one here, with this beautiful Mint 9 Erica's Venusaur Japanese. They had to say this: as an early adopter of CGC, I have confidence in their grades and snagged this beauty. I still have all my binder versions. This and Sabrina's Gengar arts are peak Pokemon arts, in my opinion. Definitely beautiful cards. I remember when I was young, I wasn't quite young enough to collect. I wasn't quite old enough when I was young to collect this set in particular. Gym Leader Challenge. Well, no, that's a format. GLC is a format. Gym Challenge. But I loved when Pokemon kind of brought it back with the C Pokemon and the G Pokemon and the GL Pokemon in the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era. I liked collecting all of those, seeing the gym leaders with their Pokemon. And that's also what I really do like about the new illustration rares, is you get to see Pokemon and trainers interacting. And wow, that Ulamog has actually increased since pre-release weekend. Usually prices drop a little bit. The Ulamog is now approaching $82 USD at the time of streaming here, 8:42 p.m. on 6/10, before someone in 2 years is like, hey, that card was $12. Be like, nope, right now, looking like it's clocking in at $82 USD according to chat. Wow. I believe it. I believe it. Thank you for that update, Shannon Hoon 74. But love this, love this. We are seeing some rumors floating as to a future Pokemon Team Rocket set, maybe bringing back Rocket's Pokemon. That has been something to do with future potential trademark names, although Pokemon does trademark a lot of card names and set names. So I'm still holding to my horses, but revisiting a theme like this would be very cool to see in the future. And thank you so much, Pancake Analytics, for sharing. Alrighty, up next we do have Fancy Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. Drawseer Sabers also reached out to me with this card to share. This is an 8.5 error card of Marauder Captain from Yu-Gi-Oh! Which set is this? This is a Legacy of Darkness North America edition. So Drawseer had to say about this card: I just got this back a couple of days ago from sending it in for grading. I pulled it from a vintage pack, thought the foil splatter was cool looking. If you look at the image on the left hand side of the art on the card, you can see the foil splatter. This did get a insufficient ink error printed on it. So very cool to see. Oh, with the Ulamog plus the tower combined for the $82. Oh, I see, I think. Thank you, Shannon, for the correction on that one. All right, I got a little too ahead of myself. But, yeah, looks like the Ulamog has softened a little bit. Looks like clocking in at like 22 on the Phyrexian Tower and 60 on the Ulamog. Okay. So, actually, it's pretty solid from pre-release weekend, in my opinion, as a card shop employee of the past and present. Can I say that? Yeah, it was pretty strong. 8.5, Allie would throw that in the trash. Although I personally like to collect 10s, pristine 10s, and gem mint 10s. Error cards are not going to be getting 10s most of the time, just because of by virtue of it being an error. Especially miscut errors. Miscut errors don't grade well numerically because of the centering, which is the cool part of really crazy miscuts, is the centering. But you do know it's authentic. That is the benefit. So very cool error card. Thank you so much, Joss, here for sharing. I see someone coming in. Bink asking, CGC lowered prices. Yeah, CGC has lowered their prices for bulk submissions and economy submissions. Let's finish up the community spotlight and we'll circle back to that. I'll show you the little graphic, Bink. If you use exclamation point prices in chats, that command will bring you to the article from CGC's official announcement this past Thursday, June 6th, about lowering the prices, as well as also increasing the maximum value per card for the bulk tier as well. So a couple benefits there. But alrighty. Last card at cards. Well, 3 cards in one here. Last one I have to share tonight, but from NT at tcg.buff on Instagram, shared this beautiful frame, which I did have to zoom in to fit well. But if you check out their post, you can see it's better. But these pristine 25th anniversary Japanese Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Absolutely beautiful cards from the 25th anniversary collection. So this is Japanese Celebrations. If you are more familiar with the Celebrations product that released for the TCG, 25th anniversary was the name of the set in Japanese. And also these cards were a lot harder to pull, which is why some of the prices do reflect that from the chases of Celebrations in Japanese. But beautiful Venusaur, beautiful Charizard, beautiful Blastoise here. Thank you so much, NT, for sharing and the cool display for these awesome pieces of your collection. But alrighty, wrapping up the community spotlight here. If you have, oh, that's from last week, wrong button. If you have suggestions, questions, or cards to share, you can reach out to me on Instagram, or you can reach out through our official Card Connection email, cardconnection@cgccards.com. And then you'll be in touch with the marketing team if you reach out to cardconnection@cgccards.com. But yes, I'm always looking to see really cool. I always love seeing people excited about their collections, whether it's something really expensive, really rare, or just something really special to someone. I love seeing you guys sharing, which is why Community Spotlight, you know, I said earlier, is one of my favorites. I do think it's actually my favorite segments of Card Connection, because I appreciate you all sharing. All right, going back to our graphic here. But yes, bulk submissions, 25 card minimum, used to be $12 a card, is now $11 a card. And the maximum declared value per card increased from $250 to $1,000. So my example I gave earlier was if you want to submit 25 Lorcana Enchanteds, that would be fine. The maximum value per card is now up to $1,000 a card without being forced into another tier or surprise sneaky upcharges on your submission. Greatly increased that max value. And economy tier reduced from $15 to $14 a card. And that has no minimum submission requirement. Bulk does require 25 or more, whereas economy, you could just do 1 card at a time. Totally up to you. But yeah. But yes. Any other questions or comments or anything? Scott says, fun show. Thank you, Allie. I know we had a little bit shorter this week than last week. But yes, very big news, very fun news. The most affordable card grading service. And make sure if you all are attending any of the shows that I mentioned here for the month of June, where you'll be able to find CGC cards, Card Party 2, Heroes Con, Too Many Games, Magic Con Amsterdam, or Dokumi, Germany. Make sure you swing by and say hi to the team. We all love cardboard here. Great to talk with everyone and see all the cool stuff going on. I'm especially looking forward to getting the pictures from Card Party 2 this weekend. That looks like it's going to be an absolutely fun show. Looks like Bobrovsky is not getting a shutout tonight for the Florida Panthers. Edmonton just scored. Yeah, we were talking about news and announcements. Stanley Cup Final Game number 2 going on currently at the time of the stream. We'll see. We'll see who wins tonight. I'll have all those updates for you all next week. But yes, questions, suggestions, cards to share, go ahead and reach out at cardconnection@cgccards.com. But that will do it for me here tonight. I appreciate you all tuning in. A lot of fun Modern Horizons 3 getting out a little early to share with you guys. Not necessarily a first peek. I know that there's been a lot of other openings online, but love sharing this with you all. And clears up more space in the budget for Top Series 2 next weekend. Maybe even try to get a little collab action going on next week. We've had some live collabs before on box openings. Maybe I can try and get some of that in the work for next week. But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. A ton of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all will join me again next Monday, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern for Card Connection, episode number 18. Take care, everyone. Have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.